Welcome to another video production from Slater Dozier Railroad Media. In this video, we see the remainder of my footage from a trip I took with a few friends to Southern Illinois. Before beginning the video, I want to state that the overwhelming majority of footage was lost due to a mishap, to put it lightly, with my computer. The footage in this video is only of the trains going away from the camera as opposed to the usual video style. I know this will not be as good as any of the videos I have produced here lately, but I am producing this to give viewers some idea of what was lost in the quote-unquote mishap. The first train of the video is CN M39671 at Du Bois Siding in Du Bois, Illinois. CN L58891 would be in the siding with GTW 4908 as the sole engine on the local waiting for M396 to pass. M396 would also surprise us with BCOL 4648, a rare BC Rail-9, trailing CN 8947. Later that day in Centralia, Illinois, BNSF YCEI 101 would shove over the crossing to work some industries near the CN Diamond. GP60 BNSF 169, a former Santa Fe Bluebonnet, would be the sole engine on this train. Death Star SD70 IC-1019 and IC-1008 would lead CN A40891 into Centralia minutes later. BNSF LCHI 657 would later depart Centralia, with B40-8W BNSF 552 still in its Warbonnet paint scheme, leading B40-8W BNSF 541 in the BNSF H3 paint scheme. My friends and I would catch this train as it departed Centralia and would catch it again as it departed Cesar, Illinois. The following day, we would travel to the UP Chester sub near Gorham, Illinois for a day of rail fanning. UP 7220 would lead UP ZYCEG south through Oakwood Bottoms. UP Local LSH 51 with UP 2189, a rare SD60 standard cab, would roll through Oakwood Bottoms a few minutes after the UP 7220 South. We would later catch UPM and LAS rolling north through Oakwood Bottoms with a trio of SD70Ms. Although most of the footage from this day was lost, we would catch 12 SD70Ms that day, which included 4 solid lash-ups of SD70Ms, this trio, a solo leader, and 2 pairs. In Cape Girardeau, Missouri, we would see BNSF HGAL-MEM with a very unique leader. BNSF 5320 is a -9 painted in BNSF's H2 paint scheme that has some side panels from the H1 scheme and also wears a beautiful Leslie RS3L horn. Later that day, we would catch UP 8124 North rolling under the former Missouri Pacific Signal Bridge in Gorham, Illinois. The final train of this trip would be a memorable one, and I am glad I still have footage of this angle. UP 1982, the Missouri Pacific Heritage Unit, would lead UPZEGYC through Dexter, Missouri over home rails and would knock down a former Missouri Pacific G-head signal on its way north through town. Thank you for watching another video production from Slater Dozier Railroad Media. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content like this.